You know, I showed some friends the prints that we've done of this, and we've gotten a really good response on these wood prints that we're doing. So we're going to make up a bunch of them and see if there's something we can use for extra income here on the homestead, just as a project for extra income. We hope so. So here's what we talked about doing. We're going to take pieces about this size, and this is a light colored wood, so it'll do real good for a print. And we'll put it on Etsy for our prints. We'll have some ready-made prints, but also what we're going to offer is for people to send their photograph in, and then we'll print their photograph on wood with a good rustic frame around it, like the ones that we've shown you, and see if that's something that's interesting to people. I think it'll do all right. But we're going to give that a whirl. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on something like that. See, and let me know if you think that's something that people would be interested in. And one thing about these, no two of them will be the same. Even if it had the same picture on it, which we might do a couple that have the same basic picture on them, the frames will all be different because they're all made out of natural wood. All made out of raw edge wood, live edge wood, or something like that. So every single picture is going to be a little bit different. And one thing about it, they'll be imperfect. None of them will be exactly right. See, they'll have little splits and imperfections in them. In fact, I'm going to trim this edge just a little bit. But once they're planed, they ought to print real nice. When you're running a sawmill, one thing you ought to have plenty of is fuel. This Stihl MS661 is fantastic. But any way you look at it, it does use the fuel. If you're thinking about a sawmill, you have to decide if you want a chainsaw mill, a bandsaw mill, a rotary blade mill, or just what you want. Each one has an advantage and a disadvantage. Now myself personally, I love this Logosol chainsaw mill. Logosol makes a really nice chainsaw mill. It's got a lot of real good advantages. You can set it up real easy, take it down real easy, move it to another area, pull your chainsaw off the mill, use it for cutting logs, whatever you want to do by just making a couple changes, maybe change your chain out, things like that, which you can't do with a bandsaw mill, can't do with a rotary blade or anything like that, but you can with the chainsaw mill. The downside of it is that the chainsaw mill has a wide kerf compared to a bandsaw mill. So the wide kerf it has more waste in your log. It takes more horsepower to run through the log to cut than a bandsaw mill. And I'm not that familiar with a rotary blade mill. And there's a lot of good mills out there, like the Lucas sawmill. That's a nice one. They have a wider kerf than the bandsaw mill, maybe a little bit narrower kerf than a chainsaw mill, but they don't have how should I say it? They don't have the advantage of being able to be taken down to go and be used for, you know, cutting logs or something like that. So each one has its own advantage, its own disadvantage. So we're going to go ahead and cut this pecan log here and take one slab off of it so we can get it ready for milling up into boards, and so we can use the live edge slab. Okie dokie, let's see what we can do here, Artichoke. Okay. Go ahead and catch that end when I get it pushed through, alright?
Okay.
This is going to be freehand on the first run. But that's what we want. Okay, so we took that slab that we cut from that log and we cut it into some frame pieces, live edge frame pieces, and I think those will be kind of nice. Typically what happens is the bark that's on them will fall off if you don't take it off, so we take that bark off, but at the same time there's really nothing wrong with that bark. It's not strong, there's no real strength to it, but I think we can probably use the bark itself for some of the frame edges. That might be kind of nice. We're going to experiment with that. Don't know if I can make it work or not, but we'll experiment with it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and how about a big thumbs up? I'll put this blade down, and we'll see you next time. Have a great afternoon.